Oftentimes for parents, they bring their son or daughter here to start up with us, and it's a new Corps member arriving and they're nervous. The parents tend to be nervous, and what is really exciting for me is I shake hands with everybody, say hello. Corps members don't know what they're getting in for, but 4 weeks from now, those same Corps members will come to our closure. The parents will show up to pick up their son or daughter, and this is a brand new person. This person has been through all of these challenges, this tremendous work experience, has built a strong community amongst their peers and amongst the other folks on their crew, and they're just fired up. And the parents come, pick up their son or daughter, and then they come up to me and they say, wow, this changed their life. This was a really fantastic experience.
Now he's right out and willing to do his own thing and speak up and say what's on his mind.
Grown up a lot over these 2 sessions. It's really helped him a lot, very much.
Well, my first year I came in not really knowing what I was doing or what I wanted to do.
Every year it's been totally different.
My parents were really pushing for me to get a summer job.
And I saw the article in the newspaper.
And I called them up and they told me a little bit about it and I was like, no way.
I'm not the outdoorsy type. I'm just, I'm the kind that likes to shower every day. I like my warm bed and all those things.
I didn't know what to expect.
It was completely, different for me.
The more I thought about it, the more it really did sound like a lot of fun.
To say the least, I've probably been enlightened a little bit.
I wish I could do it all year. I love it.
This is the funnest summer I've ever had in my life.
It was an incredible experience.
This pretty much is my ideal job.
I love it.
I mean, the first night you're here, you get a tent mate, and you have to get along with them because you can't. You have to share a tent with somebody.
It's really hard dealing with people that are that are so different from you, that aren't like any of your friends at home.
And out here, it's just an amalgam of people.
There's vegetarians. There's people who like meat. There's people who like their quiet.
Everyone has a story. Everyone's really interesting.
It's not just a job, it's also a community. So you build really good friendships with everybody.
Before I joined the VYCC, I could not cook.
Half these tools I've never seen before.
I couldn't build a fire.
Living with people 24/7 is just so different.
I think I learned a lot about myself and about living with other people.
The Word program is just kind of an educational piece that you read articles and just learn more about your own viewpoint.
We spend 20 minutes a day with the Word journal. After we do our reading in the morning of our article, we'll spend another 20 minutes after lunch discussing it and either doing an activity or just having a round-robin discussion. And then from that, we also give them another 20 minutes to write in the journal. Some of our Corps members that are, when it comes to discussion, are extremely quiet, but when we go back at the end of the week and read their journals, it's excellent. So trying to give them a balance of ways to express themselves.
What's happening behind me right now is we're on the 3rd day of a 3-day intensive end of session retreat. We have 100 Corps members from around the state, a number of different crews, and they've spent 3 days thinking about and planning specific projects that they're going to carry out once they get home. It's a whole range of activities. Some are very large in scope, some are very small in scope. They're all unique to the person and the person's interest, and Corps members are planning these activities which they'll take home and carry out over the course of the next several months.
My project is spreading the word of FFA in the state of Vermont.
My project is giving therapeutic writing lessons to autistic kids and disabled kids.
My project is trying to start a community composting pile.
My project is getting my school started in composting.
My project is for a cancer awareness / support group in the area.
My project's called The Man with No Home because there's a lot of homeless people in Vermont.
And my project's going to be to revitalize environmental programs in the college.
Instead of Corps members simply just packing their tools away and going on to the rest of their lives, we're able to provide a 3-day leadership program that helps them make sense of that experience so they can use that experience again and again and again, literally for the rest of their lives.
The philosophy of the VYCC is we take small, diverse groups of individuals, we put them with really strong, experienced leadership teams and send them out all over the state of Vermont to do high-quality conservation projects. Taking all those ingredients together, mixing it up, we get this magical concoction where this experience changes lives, and our goal as an organization is for folks to understand the mission of the VYCC and so that they can walk away from this having learned how to take personal responsibility for all their actions.
I can take charge and know what's going on in most any situation.
And it brings people together, people that you would see on the street and you would never imagine that you would get to know that person.
I don't get this anywhere else.
Definitely made me a different person.
We don't function just as individuals in a group.
From the second you get here to the second you leave, you become best friends, and that sticks with you for life.
Most of what you learn here you're going to use.
All the experiences I've learned here are definitely going to I hope they carry on much further into my life.
I'm amazed with myself, and I'm amazed with the change of everybody else. It's just been like remarkable. It really has been.
Driving by that big old barn is great. It fills me with wonder every time I see it. And that's not only because I know the before and after, and I saw how bad it was and how beautiful it is, but really it's because I know what's going on inside. It's just a beehive of activity. And I know how we got there. It was two organizations working together productively, efficiently, to really return this beautiful asset back to be part of the productive working landscape. Not make it a museum, but have it be the headquarters for the VYCC that is just running these fantastic programs.
The barn is just a majestic piece of history, but represents the present and the future.
Standing here in this barn, amongst these tools, all located in one dry place, is a reality which we dreamed of, which opens up an opportunity for great future potential.
It finally brands the VYCC as a statewide organization and really offers us a central location where we can all come together and where this program can really do its good work and do more of its good work.
This past season, 750 young people applied for just 250 positions. There are hundreds of young people who want to work in the VYCC, who want to give something back to their community, who want to give something back to the state of Vermont, who want to do important conservation work, watershed work, historical preservation, running our state parks, a whole variety of things that are just absolutely critical to the state of Vermont, and they want to grow and learn and become, the leaders and the people that they can really become. Along with that, the quality of what we do is literally going to go right through the roof. By having all our tools on site, our equipment on site, our outdoor labs where we can practice and learn the trail work and the skills to do those projects, the indoor classrooms, the staff, having everything right here under one roof will allow us to improve the quality of the training and the preparation for these young people for when they go out across the state to do all this fabulous work.
It's important for the crew members to meet people who are not like themselves. And this is something which, again, the Youth Corps provides. And so people are more respectful of other people's points of view. This enables them to be better citizens.
The VYCC offers a multiple set of goals. The projects are very important to the state or to the private organizations that are involved, to the communities in which the projects are completed. But more than that, it offers an opportunity for young people to grow as individuals, to mature, to develop a sense of personal responsibility.
We're not talking summer camp here. What we're talking about is a chance for individuals to work in teams and take on the responsibility of being a productive member of that team and meeting the expectations of the people that they are alongside. That's exactly what we're expecting in the workplace. You got to show up on time, you got to know what your role is, you got to fulfill that role, you got to know what others need to do, and you know how you can support them to be successful. It's sort of individual responsibility towards group success.
Self-confidence is a terribly important thing to build up for as many young people as possible. And I think this program does that. And it's bound to have long-term positive effects for the young Vermonters who participate.
It helps the kids because they understand more about what Vermont's all about and they have a stake in Vermont and our environment. But it also helps the state because we have a lot of environment to manage, and the VYCC is an important part of that.
The VYCC and their programs are almost harder to describe than they are to understand first person. The barns are beautiful. People should stop by and poke their head in and take the time to learn what the VYCC is about. And I think that's what will create absolute clarity that the VYCC is something really powerful and something that we really need to support.